Hello again, listeners. Welcome back to the Kotu Classic FPL podcast. I'm your host, Solomon. And today we have a special guest, Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben Nakam.
Bro, why 2 months? Long time. Naga fere.
Long time. Not too bad, man. Are you cool, man? Not too bad. It's been a while. Those of you that have been with the Kotu podcast for a while, been listening. This is Ben. He's one of our legends of the game in the Kotu Classic Mini-league. So
Not
it's good to have
really.
him back, as always. Always good to have you back, man. Welcome, welcome,
Good to be back. Good to be
welcome.
back.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
No problem, man. You're gonna keep it short today. You're just gonna have the review and the preview, obviously, just to respect Ben's time. Um, but yeah, how just to get started, how have you found this season, the start of this season, the past 3 games? It's been crazy for me, man. I don't even know. I'm already discouraged, basically.
I'm actually on the opposite side of things. I think
Really?
my start
What?
has been surprisingly.
Good.
My start
Ah.
has been good. I think
Mm-hmm.
between game week 1 to game week 3, one thing that I did well was I have nailed my captaincy
Mm-hmm.
for game week 1, game week 2, and game week 3, and I think
Okay.
that has really helped a lot in me having what I will term in my own books as a good start.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. On the other hand, I think my captains they have been okay, but it's just the team around. So it's like, okay, starting the game week, I want to just get all the players that are doing well. Start with that, and then after a while, it's like it's not enough. So you see all Palmer and all these guys that we should have started with last season because they did so well, and you're going with the template, and then next thing you know, everybody's switching. So I think I'm gonna have to play my wild card, but I don't know whether it's this week or the next week. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes
Yeah.
for now.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I have to play it. Just let it because I don't want to start taking hits and trying to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want
Yeah.
to get it out
I
of the way.
also think it's too early.
For wild card, you, you think
No, I'm
things are
saying
going
I
to change?
also think
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I think it's too early for hits. I mean, if you need to
Yeah,
change your
yeah, yeah,
team,
yeah, yeah. For hits, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a bit early. Yeah,
yeah.
that I
If you
agree.
cannot do it, if you cannot do it using the free transfers, then definitely you can use
Yeah,
your wild card.
yeah. So that's the logical option. So yeah. So we'll start with our teams. From game week 3 results. So Ben, you can start. How did you do last week? I'm seeing some really nice, high figures in here.
Yeah, it was a good week. I got 86 points.
Okay,
Way
nice.
above the average, about 22 points above the average because the average was 64. So I got
Okay.
86, and
Hmm.
I mean, almost all of my players, with the exception of two midfielders and two defenders,
Return.
yeah, didn't count, yeah. But again, Captain Haaland actually came through with 34 points. Joao Pedro, I think after the fourth game, people were actually
Oh
giving up on.
yes, yeah. So you
Yeah.
started with him, right? Since in the beginning of the game, you had him. You had
Yeah, I
Pedro.
think so. Yeah, I think from game week 1,
Hmm.
I yeah, from game week 1. I mean, from game week 1, I had him, and
Okay.
he has been on my team
Yeah,
from then. At no
he's
point
been
did
he's
I
been
bench
yeah
him. He
he's been
played
good. Yeah,
all
definitely.
yeah, all 3 games. Yeah, I think after the first game week, a lot of people started giving up on him and
Mm.
things like that. So also Saka turned up.
Yeah.
I actually rushed on the Rogers bandwagon after watching him for a few minutes. I understood
Yeah.
why, but but I understood why FPL managers were after him. I mean, if you look at he passed he passed the eye test when I was watching him.
Definitely, he's a good player. He
Yeah,
just hasn't
yeah,
returned
he's a
yet.
good player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
And I think if people are patient enough with him, he'll
Hmm.
actually reward the patient managers.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I think the
And then
the
yeah, go
Watkins too.
ahead.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
know, for some reason he's not. Yeah, he's been on kind of a bit below par, but I think it's because of the Euros. But yeah, I'm thinking about Watkins for the next few game weeks, since they have a very good run of fixtures, Aston Villa.
Yeah, he
So yeah,
also
go
crossed
ahead.
my mind briefly, but I
Yeah.
think
Hmm.
I again you actually right in saying you think it's because of the Euro. I don't think he had a good preseason with Aston
Good
Villa,
preseason. Yeah, definitely.
and
That's what
that's
I'm thinking
important.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's important.
Hmm.
So that's why for me, I said maybe I'll bring him on when I'm wild cutting. It might actually
Hmm.
be in game week 6 because I believe then he could have had his fitness level could have gone up, and he
Yeah,
could
he would
have
have picked up. Yeah.
yeah exactly picked up and then enough time training with the team
Yeah.
to
It's
basically
still
perform.
Watkins, man. That's why people, people forget, last season what happened there. So I'm hopeful that he'll do well. But the other guy that keeps on subbing in, what's his name again? The other striker, I just drew a
Who
blank
from Aston Villa?
from Aston Villa that keeps scoring. Duran. Duran has been
Yeah,
exceptional, man.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, but it's still Watkins. I think he still
But,
has, a lot of
but
credit
it,
in the bank.
yeah,
That he's going to be the first choice. Yeah, he's going to be the first choice.
yeah, it's Watkins. It's Watkins.
Yeah,
I mean, he will come good. He will come good.
he'll become good, definitely.
Yeah, he'll come good.
And then go ahead with your
And
team.
then Minte, I mean, I got 4 points from our Minte. Where I mean, he could have scored. I mean, he could have scored. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think with Minte, I'm one of those guys that will just have him permanently on my team. That is the plan, the whole season permanently on my team. And I think maybe it's the Gambian in me that is
Of
basically
course,
pushing me towards
you're cheering
the
on for him, man. You're cheering him on so that you want to be. We all want him to do well, basically.
Yeah,
So
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. And then Mo
we all
Salah
want him to
also
do
came
well.
up with 17 points. I think
Hmm.
again, Salah is one of the things that I got right. I
Yes,
mean,
you did.
yeah,
That is it. Yeah.
during the start of the season, people were basically debating Salah and Haaland. Should
Hmm.
you go with or without them? Should you go for one of them and things like that?
Hmm.
These people are proven FPL assets, especially Salah.
Consistently.
Consistently,
Yep.
Salah has been
Yep.
doing this for the longest time. So there was no doubt in my mind whatsoever that from game week 1, I was going to have this guy
Hmm.
on my team. And I
Yeah.
actually captained him in game week 1, and he turned
Oh
up.
wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So from game week 1, he has constantly been giving me points. So game week 1, he got 14 points, plus captain got 28 points for me. And then even game week 2, he delivered again with 10 points. Game week 3, 17 points. So I can't ask more from the Egyptian. The Egyptian king. He has really.
You did the right thing by respecting him. People like me are the ones that disrespected him.
Salah is a proven
Since
Premier League player, and he's a proven
yeah,
FPL asset.
to be honest,
So,
I would raise my hand up and say I was being disrespectful to Salah because the problem with me is the price, man. Like, even since last season, I barely had him last season until
Mhm,
at some point I had to bring him in. But I was
mhm.
thinking, man, like there's so many players you can fit in to FPL because Haaland is like what 15 million.
15 million,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? And Salah is like 12, was it 12.5? 12?
Yeah.
So the rest of your team, like you probably can have only one more premium, and then the rest you just have to find, these players that are doing well. So it's
So,
a case of
so,
managing.
so
Mhm.
this is going to be my counter argument to that.
Yeah,
There's a reason why they are priced like that, right?
because
There's
yeah.
a reason why Haaland is 15 million. Now he's 15.1. There's a reason why
Mhm.
Salah was 12.5. Now he's 12.6. Again, they are proven assets,
Mhm.
right?
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
and trust me, people can basically say no, you can spread the money around, but spread the money around to to get players like what Palmer. He's a good player.
Palmer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, compared to Salah, if funds were not an issue, would you rather get a Salah or Palmer?
I'll get a Salah. But
There you go.
here's my counter argument. The reason is because Klopp left last season, right? And we know
Okay.
since Mane left, Salah has kind of been. It's last season we saw it last season when
Mm-hmm.
Mane left. Salah was kind of like
Mm-hmm.
a facilitator, like trying to
Mm-hmm.
build the team around.
Mm-hmm.
He was like an elder statesman in the team, trying to make sure
Mm-hmm.
things are happening. He was barely in the assist or the scoring.
Mm-hmm.
So coming into this new coach, I was thinking maybe he's gonna have to be more of that now since this coach is new, try to
Mm-hmm.
lift the team up. But apparently, it's like he's back to that stage where he's like the main guy now. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, maybe we got that wrong. Maybe the coach trusts him more and give him more respect. and he's now the one that's scoring the goals and assisting and doing even both. So yeah, he's back to that Salah that we know from a few
Yeah.
seasons ago.
So for me, because of the new coach, I thought that players like Salah have a lot to prove because of the new coach.
Oh yeah, that
So
is true. You're
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
You're
So
right.
I always up because of the new coach. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's a new coach. No one is sure of their place. So if you
Yep.
have the opportunity to basically start, for example, you are
Mm-hmm.
expected to perform and to basically show up so that he will keep you in his team. That was my thinking
That's
coming
true.
to this season. And that's
Yeah,
that
that's true. Mm-hmm.
that's why I also had Trent in my team. I mean, he's 7 million. He's one of
I
I
think
think
that's
he's the
cheap.
most.
I think that's cheap. Yeah, for Trent,
You think
yeah, for
so?
that price, yeah, it should have been more. But because of his performance last season,
Last season, yeah,
he just kept him at 7. He should have been 8. If Trent had a good season last season, he was going to go up
yeah,
again. He was going to
I
go up to
agree.
8 or something.
I
So
agree.
yeah,
But Trent should have held in 2 games out of the three.
yeah, yeah. I heard about that. Yeah,
And then I mean, but so Trent came with 6 points for game week 3 for me, and he's a
hmm
keep. I'm going to keep him. I don't know.
definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to keep him for the next. I mean, for the foreseeable future, both Trent and Salah, because their games are turning now. Their fixtures are turning now. The next 3 games are actually very great games
Very
for
good.
yeah, very good games
Hence the
for them.
reason why I want a wild card. Yeah, that's one of the reasons because
Yeah.
it's gonna be green all from here to the next few game weeks. Yeah,
Definitely, definitely, yeah.
yeah.
Then Konsa of Aston Villa and Makolenko of Everton didn't turn up. But even I mean Dean Henderson, he's still considered a goal, but basically got
So,
two safe points. So he ended up having 4 points, and I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of us basically have him in our teams. So 86 is not bad, as I said before.
mhm.
If I was given this before the start of the game, I was going to take
You
it.
should definitely take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So 86 points.
that's for sure.
What was
All
your week
out.
like?
Man, I was just struggling to survive here, man. Just holding on to straws and stuff, man. I had 76. It could have been.
Is that
You
bad?
can tell. Yeah, you can tell. I don't have the Liverpool guys that are doing well. Anybody that starts with Salah, at least you are above average. You are having a good start, basically.
True.
So
True.
my kind of thing is like spreading the points around, like you said. But it's a hit and miss game, basically. So what my rank is almost 2 million, 2.9. So it's just up and down. The past week, this one was good because it's more than the average of 76.
True.
I have Dean Henderson in goal. Pedro Porro, who was like, I feel like it was a good pick. So started with him in game week 1 and he scored. So yeah, Lewis Hall was kind of like a punt, but apparently he's not playing 60 minutes anymore. So yeah, Robinson is attacking and Fulham they're doing well with 4 points. Saka obviously a mainstay. Rashford, who I gambled this season with because he had a good rest, but my man Rashford is not giving me the points, so he might be on his way out of my team, to be honest. Jota is the one that I picked to be like a
A
player in
differential.
Liverpool because yeah, that is like a differential because I see the way that they play and Jota is there and Jota I always respect him as a finisher. So
If
it's probably a bit unlucky, yeah,
if I,
but
yeah, that's
he's
what I wanted to say. I was going to say if I
yeah,
may interject, I think with Jota you were just unlucky, especially against
yeah,
Man United.
yeah. hmm
And
Could have happened.
I have a feeling that the
hmm
points are actually coming for Jota.
Yeah,
The way he's playing and
yeah.
the way Liverpool is playing.
Yeah, they rely on the way he plays, like a Firmino. He can actually play at 10. He can play at like a striker. So yeah, he's good for the system that they're playing. So I think he's going to stay, even if Salah comes. He might stay. That's what I feel.
Nice,
So
nice.
Minte, obviously, me and Chamo said that we're going to have Minte in that team, so he's going to be here.
Oh,
I think he's
you guys are
always
going to have it for the entirety of the season?
well, more Chama. Chama's team name is Permanent Stay, Permanent Stay, or something like that. Permanent
Oh,
Minte.
oh.
So,
I
so,
think, I think we are very biased as government. But yeah, what is expected?
yeah. So for him, yeah, he's gonna stay. For me, it depends, but for now, he's staying. If he continues doing well, he's gonna stay in my
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
Because obviously, yeah. And then I have Isaac with 9. He did well this season. I mean, this game week, even though he's been a bit underwhelming for Newcastle overall. They've been
Another proven FPL asset that will come good.
yeah, yeah. Isaac. So I hope that he's turning it around because they have Wolves next, which we'll talk about. And then obviously Haaland. And then Havertz is also another punt that I took with Arsenal. So, but he might be on his way out. It's just a 1 or 2 week punt since their fixtures are going to be very difficult in the next few game weeks.
Yeah, and the way they
Yeah,
also accumulating injuries. I mean, it's a
yeah.
cause for concern.
Oh, they have injuries now.
Odegaard is injured, international duty.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that is the fear for most Arsenal fans. They don't have that what do you call it again? That
That
depth.
that depth, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's not there. So and so
And I
early.
also
Now
saw
they've
where that
already
their
they've
new
already
signing very injured. I've forgotten the name.
mm, it's
Yeah,
gonna
so
affect them, I think.
yeah,
Yeah. So let's see how it does because they beat Aston Villa and they thought, oh, at least the reason why they lost the league last season, they've come out victorious, and next thing you know, they they do the next game. So it's gonna be a long season for them. So we'll see how they do. Um, so we'll check in on the Kotu Classic Mini-league
yeah,
to see
yeah.
what the how the what do you call it again? How it's looking. The manager of the week is Kulu, aka with 107 points. So, I mean, that's massive, man.
Yeah, it is.
So
It is.
congrats, yeah. That's massive. If you have 100 points in a game week where it's 64 average, you are doing well. You're doing something right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
definitely,
congrats,
definitely.
yeah. Congrats,
I
Kulu, for
mean,
being the
off the
manager of
record,
the
I was
week.
telling that Kodo Classic is super
It's
competitive this
it's
season.
competitive, man. Even us, can you imagine the host? We are in the 100 and something. We are not even in the first 100.
Are you serious?
I'm
You
telling
and
you.
Java?
Oh man, I think Chama is closer, but me, I'm like in the second page. When you click the first page, you go to the.
No, but I mean, it's just three
Oh
games.
man,
The
Woo,
ranks
I
are
was
super
like,
tight, so that's not
it's
a cause
it's
for
yeah,
that is
it's
not a
it's
cause for
close, and
concern.
the points are closer too. So it's like any small change in that in points, and you shoot up or you shoot down massively. So yeah. So looking at the top five, we have some movement. We have Njai FC moving into fifth, uh, falling down to fourth in Goal FC. Moving up to third is AFC Paradise. Second is Control Alt Delete. Moving into second, and still in number one is 300 Spartans. You see some cool names here. Huh? So yeah, pretty close.
Yeah,
It's pretty close. Yeah, 255 to 268. So it's pretty close points difference. And it's early doors anyway.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just 3 game weeks in. So yeah.
yeah.
So congrats
So
again to
things,
Kulu FC for being the manager of the week. Yeah, that's the I mean Kotu Classic Mini League. It's been competitive, so now I don't even look at the league anymore unless we get into game week 10. Then I can see
yeah,
where I
yeah.
stand. Last season was good for me. I was in the top 10, in and out of the top 10. Yeah, yeah. That was good.
Nah, we get it.
So looking at the fixtures. Let me just try to find the fixtures here a bit, and I can share that as well. Yeah. So if you can see my screen,
Yep.
the
You
fixtures
can
for
see.
game week 4. Yeah. So we have Southampton, Man U, Brighton, Ipswich. You have Crystal Palace, Leicester, Fulham, West Ham, Liverpool, Nottingham Forest, a good fixture. Man City, Brentford, also another good fixture, but can be tough, can be tricky for Man City. Aston Villa and Everton,
A home game
Bournemouth,
though.
Chelsea. Huh?
I mean, City Brentford is a home game for City.
It's a home game, so I guess it's easier. If it was an away game, it would have been a bit
Yeah,
tricky. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah. Spurs Arsenal in footballing terms, this is like the derby that we all want to see.
yeah, yeah.
And then Wolves Newcastle. So out of these games, which one do you feel like is going to be like an advantage towards FPL? Like we usually like picking the ones that are like potential points magnets in this game week.
I mean, Minte is facing Ipswich. That's a good game for him.
That's a good game for him. That's a good game for him.
Yeah, I
Newly
don't know.
promoted
I don't know.
Ipswich. Yeah,
Yeah. So it's
newly
Brighton
promoted.
Ipswich.
Yeah.
That
Uh-huh.
should be a good game for Minte. I'm not sure how that will be like with the travel time. We know that he was actually on the other side of the planet for
Hmm.
international duty
Yeah.
and all not. Yeah. But apart from that, Liverpool Nottingham Forest should also be a very good
Also,
game for
also
him.
a good game at home to Liverpool as well. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Aston
I'm
Villa, Everton. This, yeah. Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no. I was about to say I'm actually currently struggling. I know we'll come to captaincy, but I'm
Hmm.
struggling between captaining Salah and Salah
And
against
Haaland.
Forest here and Haaland at home against.
Yeah, you have two of the game's best option. This is the headache that you get. it's a nice it's a nice headache to have. That's the good thing about it. You have a nice headache to think about. Yeah, I think Newcastle Wolves also. Wolves, they've started the game. Obviously, they were beaten 6-0 by they lost at home 6-0 to
Yeah.
Chelsea. So I mean, if Chelsea is giving you problems, I think Newcastle are probably going to have they feel unless they switch things around tactically. I think it should be a good game for Newcastle as well. That's why I'm happy keeping Isaac for now.
But Newcastle have also been all over the place, by the way.
They
I
they
mean,
have, but yeah, but they beat Spurs too. They beat Spurs, so that might have been a
I
confidence booster
mean,
for them. Was it home or
it's
away? I can't even remember.
I mean, it's sports. Newcastle always beat sports at Newcastle.
I mean, we don't. I know that we shouldn't take too much into it, looking too much into that. But yeah,
Yeah, you can't look too much into
I
sport.
was like, okay, but because Spurs last season had a very good start, but now it seems like they have a second season syndrome going on there. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, they should have kept kicked on this season, but things are like up and down. At least they're better than Man U anyway, so that's one thing good they have, they have going for them. Oh yeah. So going into game week 4, let's see your draft team. Maybe you can just put this there. Boss, we call it the
Game week.
boss team.
Okay, hold on. Let me. So
Yeah,
as of today, which is basically Tuesday, this is my team.
yeah. We call
Uh,
it boss team. I think we stole it from another podcast. I'm sure which podcast did we steal
okay,
it from?
okay.
Boss. So if something was supposed to happen to you, God forbid, this is the team that you're going to play.
There
Whatever
you go.
happened. Yeah,
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 yeah, exactly. So currently, this is the team that I'm going to play. As you can see,
hmm
the armband is on Haaland.
yeah.
I'm scared not to captain him after hat tricks in 2 consecutive game weeks. that, is, that is the truth. That is the
Alan
truth.
is a
And
beast, man. He's a beast.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's a beast,
beast.
and he's playing at home. I mean, against Brentford. So as I was saying, I have one free transfer.
Hmm.
I don't see the sense in basically carrying over a transfer because I'll be wild catching in game week 6. Hopefully, that is the plan
6.
for now. Yeah, that is the plan
Hmm.
for now. So what I'm looking at might actually be to bring an extra Liverpool player because they
To
are
capitalize. Yeah.
yeah to
Hmm.
capitalize on their fixture against Nottingham Forest. So
Hmm.
Smithrow might actually give way to Jota. I'm not sure whether I
That's
have
good.
funds for it.
Hmm.
Uh, if we tried that right and do this,
See whether you can afford it. Yeah.
yeah, and okay, the issue with oh wait, this thing is telling me switch player. No, I'm not switching players. Let's go to transfers.
Yeah. Go to transfers. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So if we do this right and basically try to bring in
Jota.
Jo-
Uh,
what is Jota's name on FPL? Jota Silva.
JOT. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Silva? I didn't know his name was Silva.
no, it's Jota Silva. Yeah, it's Jota Silva. Yeah,
Interesting.
so I will still have 1.9 in the bank.
Oh,
So
you have enough funds. Yeah. That's
yeah, I
good.
have enough funds here. So I mean, Smith Rowe might be off for Jota. I know Fulham are facing West Ham, but I think that is a tougher fixture compared
Hmm.
to Liverpool facing Nottingham Forest.
Okay. Jota is a
So
good pick. I mean, that's a good strategy to have, like to capitalize on the 3 Liverpool in this run that they have. It's going to be a good game for them if they continue playing the way they played the past few 3 game weeks. Yeah,
yeah, and I think
that's a
his
good
minutes
strategy
are
to have.
secure. I think his minutes are
Definitely, definitely. I think the coach prefers him to Darwin Nunes, which is good because last year that was the issue we had. We didn't know which striker was going to start.
yeah,
Now we're pretty set to see which player they prefer in that 9 position. Yeah.
yeah. So for now,
So
that's my thinking. I mean, up front, I will just have Haaland and Joao Pedro, and yeah.
alright,
So this will be my starting 11, but Smith Rowe for Jota for Smith Rowe.
for Jota. Okay, so
Yep.
it's the same thing basically, but only one change. Just like a
Correct.
Smith Pro.
Correct.
Perfect. Uh, let me go to my team. I was thinking of wildcarding, to be honest, but it's international break, so I'm not tapped in to know which players are going to come back late or which players are actually injured or having issues. So there's a lot to consider. People, most content creators are saying, oh, you should probably, what do you call it again, wildcard. It's the best time to wildcard, but I think differently. So maybe I'm going to wait until the next game, game week 5, and then wildcard. So we'll see. For now, my team as it stands, I have Henderson in goal, Pedro Porro, Hall, and then Robinson, Rashford in midfield still, Minte, Jota, and then Saka, and then Havertz, Isak, and then Haaland. So the issue that I have is I brought in Savio. Can you imagine Savio when I was like, oh, this guy's I like the way he plays. Next thing you know, the same week that I brought him in, he got injured. As soon as I was like, what kind of bad luck is this? That's how I knew it's gonna be a long game. I was like, you know what, this is gonna
Yeah.
be a long game. Let me just,
But he played
yeah,
well. I mean, he reminds me of
he's a
Mahrez.
good player. I like that's the thing. I like I play FPL standard, assets that we are supposed to have, but then I like to keep one or two, picks for players that I
Yeah.
enjoy watching, and he's the guy that I enjoy watching. So I
Nice.
have one game week. I'm gonna try and see maybe take a punt on maybe a haul because I'm sure I'm gonna wildcard in game week 5 or 6. So I just
Okay.
want to bring in another player and then just show up the bench. Maybe just change somebody and then have a bench player that can come in just in case something happens to my starting 11. Because right now my bench options are not looking too good. Savio obviously flagged. Kwanzaa is not playing. Bako transferred out for loan. So I mean, yeah, it's not looking too great. So I might make a transfer just to make sure I have that safety net, if you can call it that. So yeah,
Yeah.
Captain Haaland obviously is. I don't think it's going to change. Nobody dares go against Haaland right now. Let's
So what's your plan to bring
we'll
in? How many transfers? How many free transfers do you have? One.
just one. Yeah, I just have just one. Just the one.
Do you have
Um,
a plan to bring Salah?
Wild card. That's the only way I can get Salah in. That's the only way. Because I need to bring down some of these prices. Rashford needs to go. The defense maybe need to change a few things there. I have a few drafts, but then I need to change it a few. Havertz is gonna go. Maybe even Isaac. I need to bring the price down. Salah is expensive, man. So I need a lot of money.
I think I
Yeah, a
think
lot of yeah.
I think I'm one of the few lucky managers who have over 2 million 2 million in the bank. I don't know what 2.4 million is doing in my bank.
Yeah, actually, I started the season with I think about 2 million also in the bank because I mean,
Yes.
yeah,
And
it's good. I mean, you don't right now it's going to work for you because there are a few price changes that have happened, and if you wanted players that have gone up in price, point 0.5 now doesn't I don't think is enough. I think 1 million
no, it's
plus
not.
is
It's
enough
not.
for you
It's
to
not.
make any move that you want to make. Yeah.
It's not.
So yeah.
Because I started the season with Solanke, and then he was injured in game
Oh
week two.
yeah. I
Yeah, and
also
I
got
just
him.
sold him. I just sold him for a lesser player in Armstrong. So that
And you
basically
had
got
a
me over 2 million
two
in
two
the bank.
million. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's a good move. Yeah, it's sad. We're all looking forward to having Solanke in our team because we know that he's a good player. He had a good season last season, and
Yeah.
then came in and got injured. But yeah,
Yeah. He got
let's see
injured.
how. And he's looking from the way his first game week went. He might take a while for him to integrate into the sports style of play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's
post
what
him.
I
Yeah.
saw. So yeah, that's what I saw.
Definitely.
So
Yeah, but I
yeah,
mean, he's also
mhm.
a good player, a proven FPL asset.
Yeah, he's a good player.
One of
Yeah,
those
so we were expecting him to just come in and just hit the ground
and
running. And
slot in it. Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, it seems we will see. We'll keep an eye out, and then because we don't have a lot of striking options, anyways. Right, the game is just a few striking. It's the Salah, not Salah, Haaland, Watkins, who's not doing well right now. Isak
Joao
also,
Pedro.
just yeah. Pedro is the new one. Is the new guy on the block that's like doing well this season so far.
How about Welbeck? I've
Well,
watched
but yeah,
I've watched two of Brighton's games, and Welbeck is actually
he's on form.
he's on form, and he's actually playing the number 9 role, and Joao Pedro is playing the number 10 role.
Hmm. Yeah.
I've watched two of their games, and he's closer to the to the I mean, to the
And
goalpost
his
and
price so is also cheap, like five. I'm sure.
yeah,
I don't know what his price is. I'm not misspeaking here, but 5 point something, So yeah,
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
good shout.
Welbeck should be, yeah. I mean, Welbeck is 5.7 now.
5.7. So it's going up in
Yeah,
price from 5.5
yeah,
to 5.7. Yeah.
yeah.
I think the only thing is like he gets transferred out. I think his minutes are being managed. So once he leaves, then Pedro occupies that role.
True.
And yeah, that's the only thing. But yeah, I think him and if you can do it, him and Pedro, yeah, it will
Mhm.
probably be a good option to have in your team right now. Capitalize on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So we've come to the end of the pod. So a pretty brief one. Just solely focus on FPL. So it's good to have these kind of talks because sometimes yeah, basically. So Ben, thanks for coming, man. We really appreciate taking the time to come and fill in for Chama, who's on vacation right now, enjoying
I mean, who
himself.
is chilling and enjoying his holiday,
Who's
right?
chilling here, enjoying himself. When he
No, no,
comes
but he
back,
deserves
FPL is
it.
waiting for him. Yeah,
He
when he
deserves
comes back, FPL is waiting for him. So we let him know.
Yeah, he deserves it.
uh,
As I was saying, I mean, I'm actually glad that I'm one of those people who will say I'm on holiday and be doing some things on the sidelines. It's good
doing
that
work, yeah, yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
shut down
It's
and just concentrate
it's good to keep it,
on
yeah, just to relax and
definitely and
enjoy
come
the
back.
time off. Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, anytime. Always a pleasure to be here. I don't know
definitely.
when next I'll be here. Life happens
Well,
sometimes.
you'll be coming on. You'll be coming. Don't worry. We can have three of us here. You just pick our brains and see. Since you are doing well, so I don't mind getting all your insights, getting
I think
all the
I,
secrets.
I think the reason I'm doing well is because I'm under the radar. No one is basically no one knows
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm doing
it's true. It's true.
and things
Yeah.
like
So
that.
we'll have you more on so that you can share the good luck around. Oh
So,
man.
but yeah,
Thanks for
thanks
thanks
man.
for
Thanks
coming
for
on,
listening.
man. Yeah,
Yeah, anytime.
it's always good. It's always good having you. So thank you, listeners, for supporting the pod as always. We are the Kotu Classic FPL podcast. GW4 Bantaba is the home of all Gambian football, so you can check out all content there related to Gambian football. Obviously, the team with the Africa Cup of Nation qualifiers is one is going there. This is the home of Minte as well. Chama always has anything that you have any questions about Minte. He's always locked in. He's ready to go. He has all the information. So please check out the main channel there on YouTube. So yeah, thanks again and catch you guys on the next one. Good luck,
Bye bye.
everyone. All right.